So today we're going to do something special. We're going to take the favorite quotes from episode number 3 and episode number 4 of New Earth. So we're talking about the core of the ego and many faces of the ego. And I took some of my favorite quotes. Why do we do that? Because I feel like we are in Kenya right now, Africa. And I know many people talk about India or Southeast Asia, but actually Africa is spiritual. Why it's spiritual? Because you face so many challenges and it really wakens you up, that's what I feel. What do you feel, Fabio? Do you feel more conscious or more aware?
More aware.
You're more aware here.
Yes.
And why is that?
I think because the universe gives me the challenge only here.
Exactly. So many challenges. So maybe I will just share that we're right now in Kisumu, in Kenya, and this is the first time, and I told you that, Fabio, a few minutes ago, this is the first time that I feel I'm on vacation, I'm on a trip, because we're in a really nice place, full of nature, full of peaceful energy, quietness, and I feel every situation, every city was taking so much energy for me, always like problems with the electricity or safety issues, and actually we're right now in such a peaceful place finally, and I can breathe, and it's so much nice for me. And also I ate today, and I wanted to be recorded. I ate today one of the best jackfruit I've ever eaten in my life. And if you never tried jackfruit, okay, this is one of the best fruit there is. It was so sweet, I could not believe. And wow, that was such an amazing experience for me. I'm not joking, like this was one of the best ones. Too much?
Too
I don't
much.
care. It was so good, oh my God. So I chose some of the, I tell you what.
You know my ego what said.
What?
If I don't come with you today, you don't find the jackfruit.
Yes, I thought about it, but probably I would find it, because you really spotted. We tried to find the jackfruit, we couldn't find it, and then your eyes, your senses spotted the jackfruut, just walked through it, right? But it's so strange, Fabio.
I think you said to me, don't give emotion, don't be excited.
So it's yes, of course. This is a good tip for everyone who listens. Fabio don't know how to how to behave in the markets here. What do I mean by behave? He knows, but when they see Mzungu, which is a white person here, like a foreigner, they get it. I get maybe excited, maybe. So they give you like a ridiculous price always. So I always tell them, don't show you're excited, because then it will be so much more complicated.
But maybe here is true person.
Maybe, but Fabio, from our experience, come on.
Yes.
I never I can like a few were honest. Most of them trying, and I don't blame them. This is the culture. By the way, we're going to talk some of the quotes from my favorite quotes from the episode 3 and 4, and we're going to talk about it. And one of them, like, really, I don't complain. I accept. This is the culture, because if I complain, I suffer. And we talked about a little bit about it when in the beginning I asked him, why don't you have a price? If this is why don't you have a price? It will be more easy. I will not even ask you for the price. I will just buy. Why don't? And I do. When I see a price, I just buy, even if it's more expensive. I like to buy. Don't talk like so much and argue, or I don't like it. Because we know that they charge us more, and then you go back and you pay more, and you don't feel good, and you feel because you heard or whatever. So, how was your day? Let's just share that you finished 3 years of fasting, right? Today?
Mhm.
Today you started to
Yes.
eat. How are you now?
I think 90% of my energy is in my stomach now.
Digesting.
Yes.
Oh, wow. But you ate mostly, maybe because of the seeds, Fabio.
Mm.
Because you ate jackfruit seeds. You cook them. Maybe because of that, because usually, like, you eat fruits and the stomach is very quick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Maybe.
much energy there. Okay, but we are right now here. So let's try.
Okay, what I feel before is the miserable condition.
Miserable. You were miserable. Why?
Yes.
Why is that?
I think all person did fasting. Understand what I mean?
But in what way? You were not hungry. You were not hungry.
Uh,
That's what you told me. So how was you miserable?
is it the body because you don't have energy? You go slow,
Mm,
slow, slow. Normally I'm slow. Okay, when I walk. Okay, normally.
yeah.
But today is very very slow.
Is it a bad thing?
I don't know.
Because then you don't think also. Your mind not racing. So this is nice actually. When you fast, right? You don't
Yes.
think so much. You're very present. But you were miserable because you didn't have so much energy. Okay, but tomorrow you're going to do it again, right? 3 days.
Yes.
So
I
maybe,
try. I
yes,
try.
you try, of
Okay.
course. Nobody, yeah. But I want to ask you, maybe you can share why it's so important for you. Because really, I never met somebody who has so much passion about fasting. More than
Yes.
anything. Why are you so passionate about it? Like, give one sentence or one thing for whoever listens, like why fasting is so important for your life.
Because I love the feelings when my body use the food inside, recycle. I love when my body recycle the stuff inside me.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
Recycle the stuff inside you. Example,
I
you have
ex-
fat, he uses the fat to get some energy. That's what you mean?
yes,
But you like this feeling.
and I like because I meet a new person. I meet mm, different people when I fast.
But this is one of your important reasons for fasting.
Also.
You know what my ego says right now?
Mm-hmm.
What's the problem with the people that you are hanging out right now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No, but actually, you want to meet more people, like more experiences or more.
I think yes. I think I fasting because
Mm-hmm.
they touch me about food, and I have focus for other things in the life. Maybe is the true answer.
I think this is for me. It's the best answer because how much energy we spend on about food, not only about like going and buying and like making and cleaning and whatever. Like always, also the digesting, like you said, like the stomach, and then you're tired, and then you don't know. Like, what is the solution? I think maybe just to wake up in the morning really early and then start to do your stuff, and then in the middle of the day start to eat and finish as early as possible, and then in the evening you have more energy. What do you think?
I think yes. In the evening you have much energy. I think is our body works this here because when comes the evening means we are more close in the night, and in the night you need to be strong for animal for dangerous things.
But do you need to be strong at night? Do you really? Like your body, on the opposite, like dangers, there are at night, but if you sleep, it won't help you, like the energy will come when you see danger.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if at night you have more energy, Fabio. That's very interesting. I think actually you have less energy, because many people say the stomach digesting is the worst at night. There is research about it that shows you can eat the same food in the middle of the day or at night, and there is more calories like at night from the same food, from the same plate, because for the body it takes more energy, more time to digest it, you know, it's more hard for him. So it doesn't digest as good as in the middle of the day. So this is why your body accumulated more calories, more fat. Yes.
Yes, it's possible what you said. But I feel in the evening, okay, when I eat is more powerful for me. I I feel more strong if I fast all the day and I eat in the evening. Give me something plus
What is that energy?
energy. Give me more energy.
By the way, I would just mention that it was a water fast. You drink little bit water in these 3 days.
Yesterday I drink I drink very a lot of water yesterday.
A lot of water?
Yes.
I didn't even notice.
Yesterday, yes.
Didn't even notice. So yeah, and
But
yeah.
I don't know if it's true because I'm like a drunk person when I drink so much.
What do you mean drunk? Like not focused, not stable, kinda?
Not stable.
Not stable. So usually you want to drink little.
Yes. I don't know. Now I need to understand.
The issue with the water, and you talked with me before, how
Yes.
much to drink every day. And I told you, drink when you feel thirsty. And you can feel it in your throat as you can feel it when you're hungry, you know? Same space, same place. Yes. I'm very careful about water, you know? Fasting from food, yes, but water, especially in the warm places like Laos or Kenya or other places, you know, in Laos, it was challenging. It was not easy because it was so hot, you know.
Yes.
And then no, but I drank, but the water was not good. This is also a good tip to go to a place with a good water, because the mineral water, like they call it mineral, not mineral, like the filtered water in Southeast Asia are not good. Are so bitter. And you notice it when you're fasting. And I'm not the only one who says that. Everybody who fast and drink, my body didn't want to drink the water. I remember I was fasting for a week. My body didn't want to drink the water only if it's cold. It didn't want to drink the water. It was so bitter
And when begin?
from the start.
From
I
the
think
start.
like one day after, my body was like, "Wow, this is so bitter," and it's got only worse. You know, a little bit. Okay, this is okay, but then after, my body didn't want to put it in the inside. It didn't want to. Okay, if you give it me cold, okay, it serves another purpose. I'm okay with that. That's what I felt. But do not put this water in me. It was so hard because I wanted to drink. Yeah. Okay, I want to start with the quotes from the book, okay? Because this is, we're talking, it's really important for me to share also our experience, you know, in Kenya and in Africa, like the experiences, like I traveled a lot. And I will say South America and Central America have also many challenges. But in Africa, wow, I never experienced so many challenges. Like this level is new for me, you know? Every day. But now we're in a peaceful place, fortunately, right? But I'm also glad, I'm also grateful for the experience, because I never was so into Eckhart Tolle teachings or spirituality as I'm now, you know? Now the universe like tells me, you think you're spiritual? I will show you, you know? Like this is like Eckhart Tolle said once, like many people go to India and think, and suddenly every day something unpredictable happens, you know, so they have to adjust, they have to accept, you know, they have to surrender, and we do a lot of surrender and accepting. You have want something to add, Fabio? You want to say something?
No.
So I can start with the quotes.
Yes.
Yes. So you tell me, what do you think about my favorite quote so far that I chose? I will start with 1 second.
The
So
best of you.
the best it's like quotes that I really live by, that I truly believe in, and I try really not to. I try really um, to act accordingly, yeah, according to these quotes. So I will start with complaining, which I was a master in complaining. I told you that, right, Fabio? I was always complaining when I was younger. Wow. And I think that was such a mistake to complain. I would just read from the book. So, okay, complaining and ego. So it's talking about complaining is one of the ego's favorite strategies for strengthening itself. Every complaint is a little story the mind makes up. So was really important for me. If you want to suffer, if you want to suffer in your life, really complain as much, and also compare yourself to other people. That's also a great way to suffer in this life, but to complain. You know, there is a situation, okay, that you can do something about it, or if you cannot, you just accept. But complaining is like a fuel. It just makes you suffer, and it's a story, you know. Do you ever complain, Fabio? I never heard you complain even once.
I think I complain inside me.
And then how do you treat that? You just silence this
I
voice?
just silence and hear the voice of my thoughts because I understand it's not true. But also before I don't complain so much. This is not part of myself. For me, it's more easy. It is because also before when I don't I don't I don't know the voice of my head inside my mind. I'm not myself. Okay, I don't complain.
You don't complain,
Yeah.
and you're aware of the voice in your head. When do you know, like you said, I know it's lies. How do you know it's lies? Sometimes we do have a feeling or a thought that it is true. How do you know it's a lie?
Because it's the same strategy, I think. Same strategy in the ego.
I got you. You
Okay.
feel it's the ego's strategy.
Yeah, I feeling it is.
Do you feel I complain a lot, Fabio?
No,
Do you feel I complain?
you no.
Yeah.
Respect some person I know in my life. No, you don't complain.
So I have to say, yesterday was really struggling, right? We came from another city and we used the public transportation, and you know, people like, where do you need to go? Where do you need to go? Take you so quick. And then we say the place, and then, okay, I take you, come with me, come with me. And then you go with these people, and then we already learned it, okay, a few times that you go with them, and then you wait for like maybe 1 hour, 2 hours until it's full, and then it goes. And then we told him, no, first we want to see it full, how long it takes, and then if it's getting full fast, we will pay, and then we go. Because last time they didn't let us, we paid and we just had to wait for 2 hours, whatever. And of course, after 1 hour, nobody, it was still like just one person. And we knew it's going to take a while. So I was like, okay, that's it. Bye. I finish. And, you know, I could have complained. I could have said, how dare you? We waited because it was really, we wanted to go already. It was we had a long ride. But I didn't complain. I'm just like, no, thank you, bye. Right? It's so important. I was complaining so much, and it doesn't help. When you don't complain, you approach the situation with more calmness, with more clarity, you know, you have better reactions.
Yes, you don't react.
You don't react.
Yes, you just follow yourself.
Why, Fabio, I really feel that you really almost never react. A little bit, just a little bit, but
Yeah,
almost.
sometimes yes. For
Yes.
example, yesterday when the guy said me to go inside the bus, no, I want to stay here and breathe the air.
Yes.
This to don't react.
What do you mean? Like, to don't react is to just follow him and go to the car?
Yeah, why I should follow you if now I'm feel to stay here. This is don't react.
So if you, but you reacted. You said no. I want to stay here.
Yes.
But it's okay. You didn't like. I think it wasn't the ego. It was like very connecting to yourself. It's really interesting. How do you differentiate between them two? But it was not reactivity, Fabio. You really felt this is not physically, mentally. It's not good for me. I want to stay here. No, I want to stay here. You don't make stories about, no, we're going to sit there and we're going to wait for 2 hours, but you said it's only like 10 minutes, and you don't make stories. You just like, no, I want to stay here. It's more nice for me. There is a fresh air here. Easy, not reactivity.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't react. You don't make stories. You just like, you can also say no. And Eckhart Tolle says you can say no, of course, and you should not let people harm you in any way. You can say no, but don't make a story about it. Don't make the people animals, or not animals. Like don't see the collective madness, the ego. Don't think that this is who they are. You know, it's very important what I'm saying. I'm saying it very quickly and on the side, but this is really important, and this is I truly also try to take into my life is to not blame people so much. You know, this guy promise us, swear, yeah, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it's full, I promise you, blah, blah, blah. And then after hour, nothing happened. 1 hour.
But now we know.
And then I was like, okay, I didn't say anything about him. I didn't say anything. I didn't say like, you lied to me. What did you lie to me? You promised me. I didn't even say that. I realized this is the situation. This is how they act here in Kenya, okay? And okay, I move on. I go to another place. I could have stayed more and wait more, and probably in the end it will be full and we will go and everything is fine. But I was like, no, I'm done. I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to go faster, and I searched for another place, and we found another place. Yes, that was yesterday.
Yes. What I learned yesterday is also the environment. If you feel if the environment, if the bus is not alive, change
Change the bus.
the bus. Yeah.
This is so important what you're saying right now, because I forgot about it. I remember when we changed, we felt different energy. There was people. It was feeling more safe. It felt better, right?
Yes.
But it's so hard for people to change, you know? You already talk to the guy, you already sit, you know, you're on your own, or you don't want to make a mess, you don't want to argue. Many of us
This is the ego.
This is the ego. Why? When you don't want to argue?
No, when you don't want to suffer this person. Because you talk, no, just leave this.
You don't want to suffer the other person is an ego thing?
Yes.
Wow, Fabio, why?
Because it's attachment.
To what?
For you and the person. You are attached. The first thing is yourself.
I'm the first. I'm first.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very easy
It's a, if you think it's a suffering, if you in your
Yeah,
mind think about, okay, I don't want leave this bus because I talk, it's not this.
I talk to so many people. Why should I leave this bus?
Uh,
I stay here. Okay, this is also a decision you can make. If you don't have energy and you just want to stay and surrender, it's okay. But if you feel in your body the energy, I'm not just saying that. Was really eye opening for us yesterday when we changed. I gave him the money, but even before the car was full, because I just felt this is a better energy. Let's just go. And they were pretty much honest with us from the start. I have to say, like, this is really important for me also to remember. When I go to a place and the energy is not good, and it's not good, even the nature conditions are not good. The sun is burning, something is not quite right, Leave. That's my feeling. And I remember many times, like a few times, that I didn't leave and I suffered. I suffered after. I felt something. I remember even sitting with you in the park, Fabio? And the sun
yes.
was burning. It was burning me, really. I was like, what's going on? I never felt this kind of burn. Then I thought to myself, is it the universe tells me to go away? And actually it did, Fabio? Because later we had some experiences, never mind. We don't want to, yeah. But it was burning. So what I'm meaning is, like, sometimes nature will help you, You go to a place, you go to a party, you enter a room, and you feel the energy is not good. Do not stay. But
Yes.
sometimes, I think the mind plays a game with us, but it's not the mind. If you feel, like, it's more than a feeling. It's like a deep feeling, you're calm, and suddenly there is suddenly an energy movement that tells you change. Yeah, probably you should listen to it. By the way, Fabio, I heard, I always struggle with my thoughts. My mind is playing games with me since I was a child. And non-ending, like, thoughts, always millions of thoughts, always, and stories of stories and stories and stories. But I learned something really interesting. I always struggled with the question: how do you know when the feeling or the thought is true or not? Because also Oprah Winfrey always says, listen to your consciousness, listen to it, listen to this deep voice. And I was like, how do you know this is the right voice, this is the true voice? And I learned, I really read it it reminded me, I wrote it somewhere, and then I read it again, and it was, okay, when you have a thought that comes back again and again, and with this thought comes also emotion, emotion, for a long time, for a period of, let's say, if 1 week, 2 weeks, or 1 month, or like with a strong emotion, then it's intuition. Then you need to follow it. But usually when the circumstances are new and the situation is new, so even the feeling that you have maybe it's not true, maybe it's a lie. The brain plays games with you. This can also happen. But for us, it was very obvious. The energy movement, we felt way better. Yes.
For me, it's not thoughts. It's about feelings of the body. Intuition is feelings without thoughts.
Hey, you almost don't pay attention to your thoughts. You ignore them.
Yes,
But you go through your feelings.
it's better.
But actually, you also, not only your feelings, you also listen to people. So if you meet a person, for example, in the street, and he tells you, wow, Uganda is so amazing, and this, you should go there. You're like, wow, why this person tells me that for, like, this now? And then you think, maybe this is the universe. You can also use that. So use emotions, but you also use people, right, Fabio?
Yes.
He always tells me, "Wow, why does this person tell me that right now? Why is that? Should I do that? Should I?" Like, if it's repeating itself, maybe, then you should follow. What do you think?
I think yes. I think if this situation repeat, yes, you
So,
should follow.
I'm going to challenge you because you walk in barefoot, and almost every day, four people tells you why. Four people, I'm saying like 20, maybe 30 people ask you, why don't you have shoes? Why take shoes? It's more healthy. Blah blah blah. And you don't put shoes. You don't think it as a sign from the universe for you to put shoes. It's because maybe I will answer the question and maybe you can also answer. Maybe because you realize this is the ego in the people, maybe that they want maybe to control, they think they know better, or they just maybe sometimes they're really just curious. Let's be honest, yeah.
Or maybe just because you want to sell me the fruit.
And this is a good opener.
Yeah.
That's actually smart, Fabio. That's a good one, yeah. Yes. So we talked about complaining, and I really try not to complain. Sometimes I really, yeah. Sometimes I'm angry, but I'm upset. But it's okay. I really try to accept the emotion and not make a story about it. It is what it is. If I can do something about it, if I cannot, I just accept. Yeah. So I go to the next quote. So wow, this was such a good quote for me, and I always, yeah, I will just read it first. Whenever you feel superior or inferior to anyone, that's the ego in you. That is amazing quote that I truly like. And then I get it. This is the ego. So every time when I think I'm better, like for example, when I walk to the market and I think to myself, or whatever, and I think to myself, it's way better to put prices or the roads or whatever or the matatu, the public transportation. Yesterday I had it. I thought to myself, wow, this is like, I'm saying that again, but I was just like, the thought that came to my mind was, wow, this system is really not working. They should have like bigger buses, same time, everybody comes, whatever comes, go on, whatever not. But it goes in specific time. We don't wait. And I was like, who am I to know that this is better? Who am I? Like, and then I realized this is the ego in me. I feel like I'm better. I know better just because I came from another country, Western country, let's say. I know how things should work. No, this is Africa life. They have their own rhythm, their own schedule, and this is okay. I'm not here to change anyone. I came here because I wanted to experience a new culture. So this was a really eye opening for me. And also, when you feel inferior to others, this is also the ego in you. This was very interesting.
I want to ask for you, what works well in Kenya?
The fruits? You mean
The system, I think.
the
Okay,
system?
you said the bad is don't put the price. Okay, for you, what is the good in Kenya? Good system.
Good system. And well, I'm sorry. I like the welcoming. I like they're like very warm. They see you sitting, they will come to you. They will easily hug you. Like they are very like they have like very social, good um, atmosphere. Like they're very nice to you. But overall system. What is a good system here, Fabio? I tell you what. I don't know if it's a system, but I think it's connected also because it's so poor. The games here, the children's and sometimes the grown-ups, they play a lot. They're not in their phones, so they're very like social. So almost everywhere you see kids playing together, going outside, exploring, playing with sticks and stones, and wheels and animals, and I love it. This is what I like about Kenya. But I don't think it's something that because if they had phones, they also be in their face inside the screen. But what about you? What do you like about the system in Kenya?
SIM card, M-Pesa.
Okay, but this is Fabio. This is very famous in the world, like China and
Also
many.
China.
Of course,
But
China is always like this. You don't even use cash almost. No cash.
okay.
But like it's everywhere. Also in Thailand, I think everywhere, Fabio.
I don't use this system in Asia. Never.
Okay, but they have, and
Okay.
they have it everywhere. It's like the world is going there, So you like
But
this?
in Italy we don't have.
Yeah. Also in Israel, it's not so common. But I think after you go back to Italy, Fabio, you will see that it's also changed.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yes.
because for 1 year and a half you were not there. So no, but the whole world is going there, and it makes sense because nobody wants to carry cash with them all the time. But it's so weird because they don't have smartphones here. They have like stupid phones, yeah, and they also use M-Pesa like this online. It's very cool, yes, it's very cool, but because then you don't need to argue, you don't need to wait for change, or sometimes they don't give you back change. They don't, right? So this is very convenient. Yes. So yes, every time that you feel superior or inferior to others, it's the ego. So important. So yesterday, while I was waiting and sitting in the matatu, as I was like, I would have done really like I would have done it differently completely. I just want buses, same time, TTT station. Everybody knows where they're going. Like, not like this mess and this noise and everything. And while I'm explaining that, I'm also like a bit complaining. But then I was like, in my mind, I was like, no, this is the ego. This is Africa. Okay, this is how they do it, and I don't know the truth, and it's not with me. I'm not sure about. I don't know for sure this is the best way possible. You know, because this system, I guess, also provides to so many people. Because it's not focused on one company, okay, and many workers of this company, but many families, everybody has his own car, so the wealth is spreading between them all. And also, um, it's more convenient because there's many people, so it's going fast, and you can come in any time, and somebody's waiting for you. So I don't know. So I was like, okay, this is the ego in me. Yes. How did you feel? You wanted this drive to end, Fabio, right? Let's talk about it yesterday. You were like, I want it to end. I didn't want to say it. I was also hungry and tired, but I was like, no, I accept it. This is what it is. It took us for 4 hours, I think, for a drive that's supposed to be like 2 hours or something,
Yes.
because it stops almost like every 20 minutes or 30 minutes. It stopped to stop and talking and dropping, and I was like, what's going? You know what, Fabio? Oh my God, I have to tell. I have this. So this was, I surrendered to this, and I also surrendered for the noise of the belt, because the driver didn't put a belt. So there was like every 3 minutes there was like a beep beep. Sorry for that, yeah, but there was like a noise. Okay, it was a noise. It was a sound. I'm not even calling it a noise, just a sound that I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay. Before I ate the bananas,
Yes.
I was like you, I almost didn't eat the same day. And then I was like, okay, I didn't care so much. I was like, okay, I was calm. After I ate the bananas, my body's like, wow, what's going on? Like, why does it put the belt on? And I was like, no, I accept it. This is the way they live. It goes out, comes all the time. They don't do it. But then I asked him, oh, okay. I said, I will ask him, can you please put the seatbelt for the noise? And then he came to put it, and then the noise stopped, and then he gave up. And then after 1 minute, it back again, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to ask him again.
Yes.
Let's move on. It is what it is. I surrendered.
Yes. Uh, it's more easy to accept the situation around you if you fast. It's also
So
this.
much.
Yeah.
That's one of the best. You don't think so much. You don't care because you're so tired. And people, you don't care about them. I know, I'm sorry, but so many people take so much energy from you, and you try to be nice and high and explain why when you fast, you just move on. And people don't even ask you so much because they see you don't have energy.
It's like this morning when one girl said me to marry her. I asked, no, talks with my friend.
Yes, like talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That was so
And
funny.
after said me this, after, okay. And yes, what you want?
She touched you and she
Yeah.
asked you, and what did you say?
No, I just put the focus in other things and leave me.
That was so funny, yeah. I said, we can share. No, I was joking, of course. No. So,
Yes, maybe she joking, okay, but I,
you didn't have the
it's
energy.
the last things I think in my mind to marry one person.
Especially after you fasted for 3 days.
Yes.
But that means what is important for you after 3 days. Like, really, you don't.
Yeah.
How much energy we spend every day about. Like, I know, I like to talk to them, but how much energy we spend about this. Sometimes, this was actually nice and funny. It's okay. She wasn't serious. But how much energy we spend about being nice to other people, or even just to argue, or when you fast, and I know it also when I fasted, I don't care. I just do what I need to do. And I spend the minimum energy for that. I don't talk to you. You have it, you do. You don't, buy. But when I eat and I don't fast, of course I have energy and I'm more nice because, yeah.
What I learned today also. Normally when I eat, I ask you if it's good to eat. Today I don't ask you. You is like you are invisible for me. I just see the food. Because normally, for example, seed
Yeah,
of jackfruit, okay,
yeah.
I don't eat this. I don't ask you is good.
Why didn't you?
I don't ask you because you are more inside you. You don't take care about the judgment of people. For me, if I ask you, I need to eat this. It's something's is like attachment of you, your judgment. Okay. Today I don't know. I don't. I just want to eat what I want.
But you wanted to eat the jackfruit, no?
Yes.
But you didn't.
I mean the
So,
seed of jackfruit.
only the seed. You didn't care about the outside.
Yes.
Oh wow, Fabio, that's
And
crazy.
yes, when you said me, no, you don't should cook because you should
Give it to the
give an.
nature.
I don't hear you. It's okay. It's okay.
No, I was like,
Normally, I hear you because for me it's important also. Okay, your thoughts, what you think about this. Okay, but no, today no. Today I'm just myself, and I want to eat what my body said to me.
I felt it, Fabio. I told also Hillary that took us. I told him we lost him. That Fabio is gone. He's not with us. It's like, and it's okay because you fasted for 3 days, and I realized it completely. And I didn't expect you also to be present and be patient and whatever. That's it. Fabio is gone. Fabio is in his world. Don't know, but yeah,
Yes, you are in another world.
yeah. So this is, yeah, fasting is nice, but yeah, it's important. No, I'm saying it. You don't have to. I wish myself also not to fast and be able to say no more easily.
Yes.
But we improve with it, right, Fabio? We really, like, compared to the beginning. Today I'm like, no, no, thank you. I really try to be nice, and I always say no, thank you, or I always, like, they ask me about you, barefoot. It's like 40 people every day. I always raise it up, yeah, more people, but I explain. He likes it more natural, blah blah blah. You know.
Yes.
I try to be nice, but when we fast, oh, it's not only fast. When I feel really bad, and we'll talk about also, like misery, because something happened, or because it's just like energy that came to me. You know, I also don't have energy. I don't. How much like people who experience depression, they know, and I know, like how much you don't give. You don't give like like um that's I think that's the magic with depression, because your mind is going crazy, giving you so much stories about how much you're miserable and about your life and blame and everything, and you're just tired, and then depression comes and you don't care about anything, good or bad. You don't care. And this is the magic of the depression. And I call it the magic because I truly I don't know, like it's like you drinking alcohol or you're very tired when your mind doesn't think so much. This is also in depression. In depression, your mind thinks, but not as much, and you don't care. You don't care so much. I absolutely don't think depression is good, and it's one of the most horrible thing. It's really a struggle. It's really challenge, yeah, but it's temporary and it's not who you are. And I with this I want to continue to another quotes, beautiful one, which I think it's maybe really the most one of the most important quotes from Eckhart Tolle I ever learned, like from the book, from everything. So about we talked a little bit about depression, and I want to read. If there is if there is unhappiness in you, first you need to acknowledge that it is there. Important. Acknowledge that is there. But don't say I'm unhappy. Unhappiness has nothing to do with who you are. Period. Say there is unhappiness in me. So I want to start with the acknowledgement. First, it's so important, Fabio. I don't know if you do it. Sometimes it seems like you push it, maybe. You know what I mean? We
Okay.
talked about it a little bit. You can explain. But I really, in this time of my life, I acknowledge there is a bad energy inside me, unhappiness, anger, whatever. I acknowledge it. I give it space. Like it's in me. I don't push it anywhere. Sometimes everything is fine and you still feel misery. Still feel unhappiness. It can be from. This is what Eckhart Tolle says. It can come from some energy, from some people or whatever, and it tracks to you because you have something that relate to that. Doesn't matter. The energy is there. Acknowledge it. It's a guest. The guest came. Okay, acknowledge him. Okay, this is who you are. You just came. You don't need to make stories about it. And the most important thing I just want to say, really, I stopped saying, like, in the past, many people say I'm depressed, I have OCD, I'm OCD, I'm depressed. I don't know. I stopped. There is in me, and you do it very beautifully, Fabio. You do it a lot, and I don't know. You didn't even like you don't follow Eckhart Tolle as much as I do, and you still were conscious enough to tell me. I have this kind of feeling inside me. I'm not X, I'm not Y. I just have this. Yes. So, what do you think about the acknowledgement? Let's start with that. Yeah.
Mm, acknowledgement.
Is to acknowledge, to know that it's there. There is something new in me, to say to myself and to maybe others, yeah, I have anger in me right now. This is acknowledge. This is like, you know,
New is special for me.
what do you mean?
I mean, if some things, um, some things is inside you, and is you feel is new. For me, is special because is you feel is new challenge.
And you're very connected. So when something new comes, you're aware of it. You really feel it. You're very connected to your body, Fabio.
Mm, yes.
This is the fasting?
No, I think it's the present. The presence of your body. The presence and the feeling of your body.
The presence and the feeling of your body is you're always connected to your body. You breathe a lot every day. You go inside, you feel your body, your hands, your feet, everything, and this makes you more connected. So when something new comes, you're aware of it right away. Ah, something came to me, right?
Exactly.
A feeling, a thought. That's so amazing. You really disconnected yourself from these people all their life, like have thoughts and emotions and think this is who they are, you know?
Yes.
Oof. I don't know if the one of the quotes will be there, but Eckhart Tolle says always, and I love this. He says, "Okay, thoughts and emotions come and go. You know, nothing that comes and goes, it's you." And I love it because think about it. We were so mad a few days ago about something, or 1 year ago, but now we don't care. And we were sure this is who we are. We are an angry person, or we care so much about this, but now we don't care about this. It doesn't even bother us, you know?
It's beautiful what you said. It's exactly when we think about 1 year ago, we don't take care about this. Our feelings is now, but the feelings about the past we forgot this.
Yes, this is a very important lesson for me also. Nothing that comes and goes, it's you. Yeah. So I really truly every day, like when I feel like there is some days, I will be honest, there is some days you can be conscious, you can be everything, you can be more aware, you can learn spirituality and all of this, but sometimes there is a low energy. And don't blame. And don't blame this person or this situation. It's very easy. It's very easy, but I know like my mind is playing games with me. I was like, here we go again. Here my mind, active. And also this morning, I will be honest, I had the thoughts, I had so much thoughts about this, like routine that I have, that I don't do as much as I want, and what's going on, da 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 da. And then I was like, no, you want to do something, do it. Just wake, and I did. I just get up because I stopped these stories in my mind that just observed so much energy for me, like eating my energy alive, you know. And I was like, no, this is stories. Do you want? You can also sit here and be with that and suffer, or you can just like, okay, if there is a situation you can do something about it, do it. Many people criticize Eckhart Tolle and says, so I just sit all day and accept everything. No, that's not what he says. If you can do something, do it. If you cannot, accept.
Easy. If you cannot accept. I also believe this.
Sometimes people cannot accept, cannot accept. So he tells them, so accept the fact that you cannot accept. And this one also helps. I cannot emphasize how much suffering I saved myself in the last years because of Eckhart Tolle, really. I like, I don't know how my body even survived this. I really don't know. Like, I really was born from the start. I don't remember, I cannot, like, so many thoughts. Oh my God. So many stories. I don't know how did I ever, like, breathe even. I don't know. Like seriously, there was no other way for me. There was maybe other ways, but there was really no way for me other than to awaken a bit. I'm not saying that I'm awakening right now, but I'm saying like all these meditations and all this spirituality and books and this podcast even, all of this is because wow, I cannot. So many thoughts, so much suffering for what? For nothing. How much energy I could have saved, but it's okay. This is what I had to go through in order to be here now. Yeah. Yes. And now I'm in Kenya. So much nice. I'm so grateful, Fabio. I said today outside. I have to share with you. So I wanted to go to the market. Yeah, and the driver had a problem with the wheel. So I just waited, and then the gate of the hotel that we stay in, the big it has like a huge yard. The door was locked on me, so I was outside waiting for him,
Okay.
outside in near the forest in Kenya. You know, not the best place to be waiting for somebody. Um, yes, in Africa. So I was waiting, and I was just surrender. Okay, I'm just here. It is what it is. I tried to scream for somebody to open the gate. Nobody opened. And I was just sitting there, so peaceful, trying to observe my thoughts and just be aware of them, of the stories that tells me, oh, why didn't he wait for me, blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. And then you know what happened? I was just silence, and then this beautiful blue bird came to visit me. I never saw such a beautiful bird. She has like like red cheeks, like red fur signs on her face, but Aura Black was like a light blue and gray. And then her friend also came, and she was so close to me. They were so close to me because I didn't move. I was so peaceful and quiet. Like, ah, this is so nice. And so nice that the universe gives us this kind of flowers and butterflies and birds just to be present, just to look. And there was so, you know what I thought? Well, first I was surrendering, I was accepting it is what it is. But I thought to myself, wow, the bird is so alert. It's so alert. It's so always like looking, checking, always like checking.
Yes.
And then I was like, wow, always checking. It's so beautiful, but always checking, also alert. Like, you know, it's like the mind. Always, you always think, you always like in a state of alertness. You're never like calm and peaceful. Then I thought about the tiger or the how do you call the very fast one? Cheetah? I don't know if it's cheetah.
Cheetah.
Okay, so but you know all these kind of animals, they're very slow. They're very slow, and I thought to myself, wow, it's so nice that maybe the universe, you know, the birds are like they are more beginners, and like the tiger or these kind of families are more like advanced when it comes because they can really be so slow and quiet and walk, you know, they're not rushing, you know what I mean? Thought to myself, this is maybe, what do you think about this theory?
I don't think it's true. I think every animal have their system, and if the birds is so fast is because need to be fast because they fly, and when you fly you are so fast. You need to have a fast muscle, fast eyes for when you fly.
Also mosquitoes and all this kind of
I think mosquitoes have is more fast respect the birds.
birds.
Yeah, more you are small, more you are fast. It's the microcosm.
Relatively, okay. But yeah, I think also maybe I think it's more. It makes sense that, but who knows? You know, who knows?
Ah, yes.
But every animal, yeah, has his own special. But maybe the birds. But you don't see the tiger always looking, always checking behind himself. You know, never.
Ah,
He's
yes.
so quiet, so peaceful. He can wait like so long on the tree or whatever to wait for the prey, just for the right moment, and then jump. You know, he's so patient. They're so patient and they're so calm, and when they need to put energy, they put it all the way. But mostly they are very like, I'm just thinking about it right now. They're saving a lot of energy. Walking so slow. Humans never walk so slow. I don't know any animal that, of course, walks slow before the prey, but the slowness of the moment, the slowness of the movement, it's so amazing. So that was my story, and then I waited, and then the birds flew, and then I was okay. I try again, and then they opened the gate. That was so nice, and then I sat there, and then it was really. But I surrender, accepted, no stories, very aware of my mind and the thinking. Yeah. Also, I have to say the roads here are not easy. So many rocks. It was not easy for me, Fabio. You don't have any idea. Like I learned like today how much I grew up. I grown up like I grown like I matured. I don't know in this aspect because I was so scared. I never in my life almost been on a motorcycle. Never. Like in Israel, we drive in cars, or you go by public transportation, but you don't use like I don't use motorbikes. I'm not a big fan, and it was really challenging for me. But it got better in Southeast Asia and then India, and then Africa. Now I'm better, but still today it was so much rocks and so much, and I was like, yeah, surrender, just surrender. And it's really important because if you're stressed and you put bad energy, it also comes to the driver, and he can, something can happen. So I always remind myself, like, have a good energy, be peaceful, be quiet, because the whole thing. I did what I could do is like when there was like big, like I felt big danger, I just went down from the motorbike and just walked. Or I told him, listen, there is no rush, you don't need to go fast. We have time.
Yes.
That was also important for me to say. But mostly I surrender. They know what to do. This is how they go from place to place. Yeah. For you, you were fasting, so you didn't even.
No. I also have my scared.
You were scared also,
Yes.
but you were just surrendered.
Yes.
Yeah. You saw me. I was walking. I didn't want even to be on the motorbike.
Yes.
Yeah.
I walk. I also walk. You don't see me, but in one road I also walk.
So it's so strange that you fasted, but still your mind, your body was strong enough to tell you, okay, this is dangerous. This is kind of dangerous. Okay, walk. Although you almost don't have any energy, and you
Yes.
walk barefoot on these rocks and whatever. But this was like it's so amazing how much the body is like smart and like still it can tell you, yeah, this is important for me. I want you to put energy in this. Fabio, something to add about this day today? We ate jackfruit. You ate so much after the fasting. Like what was that? Like was watermelon, jackfruit, papayas, the seeds of the jackfruit, soup.
Nice soup.
Yeah, and like tomatoes and yeah. But so how do you feel now after the fasting?
I still in fasting. I don't have so much energy.
I got you. Maybe because now your stomach is going to the yeah. We talked about it. Okay, so let's go to the next quote. I'll just repeat. It's like this is my favorite quotes from the episodes 3 and 4. I say mine. It's okay, Fabio, that it's mine. I'm just thinking, why did I? Because I'm more into the book,
Yes.
right? But it's okay. Next time you choose some of your favorite quotes. Yes, we
Okay.
have agreement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't happen, but I just so okay. So I will continue. Okay, the ego thrives on others' attention, which is, after all, a form of psychic energy. The ego thrives on others' attention. You know what I thought when I chose this quote? Why did I chose? I chose it because we're in Kenya, and I feel so many people have so much ego, and they just want our attention, and our energy. What do you think about that, Fabio? That's what I felt when I chose this.
All person, I think, want the energy of other people.
Every person.
Every person.
So how do you preserve your energy? You just say no? You just walk away? Think about all the women I have to share, yeah? All the women who travel alone in Africa or in this kind of India, let's say, they get approached really a lot, Also others, but especially I think women. But yes, what you think every encounter is like somewhere a motive of the ego to observe or eat your energy?
I think no. You understand when after the conversation you are more weak or you have more energy, because some person give you energy.
True. But
You
most
are
of
excited, okay,
yeah.
after. But most of the conversation you are weak after, a little bit more weak.
Yeah. So for me, yeah, especially in the markets, I'm always weak after. I'm weak. All these people, all this talk. But so it's not, and also on the streets. So you say no. Some people give you energy,
Yes.
but a few, Fabio. No, because I tell you the truth, in Kenya I feel like they observe a lot of your energy in the street, on the streets. I already met amazing people here, and we had such a good energies who fueled me. Yes, were great. But when you walk on the streets, many people come to you and start to talk to you, and then in the end, they ask for something. They ask for money or other stuff. Sometimes you give them, it's okay, but it's just like, I don't know, lot of energy. It doesn't have to be a lot of energy. You can just give them the money and walk away. Or you can just say, no, thank you. No comment, Fabio? What do you think?
So, how to understand if it's good or bad conversation for
You
your
know.
energy?
You just know. You
just
connect.
just feelings, the vibration of people.
You connect. Yes, you connect to your inner body. How do you do that, Fabio? How do you know if the energy is good or bad? If the smell is not good, this is a good indicator.
No, it's not.
It's not. So what?
If your feeling is maybe this is good person.
It's good? If you have a feeling that this is a good person? No, that's not true.
No, it's not true. I don't know.
I think slowness. If you're just slow and calm, you can sense if this is a good encounter or not. If this is a good talk or not. You can sense, and you can actually from even if you don't get it from the first few seconds, you can sense it after a few minutes. You can sense something is not quite right, and then you walk away. You know what I mean? It happens. Sometimes you really open up to the universe and somebody approaches you and you start to have a conversation, and then something been said or whatever, and you're like, okay, this is not what I imagined, and I want to get out of here, I don't want to continue this. It happened to us. It happened to me. I need to listen to this more, to sense the red signs or red flags. Yes, yeah. But no blame. Okay, no blame. Sometimes, sometimes you talk to somebody and you didn't notice. Okay, but I try not to blame, just to waste also of suffering and energy. Okay, so we are about to finish, Fabio, and I want to finish with one of my favorite ones also. Um, Fighting unconsciousness will draw you into unconsciousness. Whatever, whatever you fight, you strengthen, and what you resist, persist.
Okay.
What you resist, persist. Fabio, how many times I told you this sentence? What you resist, persist. This is like my one of my biggest mantras, Like I try not to resist. I see somebody, let's say for example today in the market, somebody's very thirsty and want to like argue or whatever. I stay away from the energy. I don't want to. No, thank you. I'm not going to raise my energy also to this level, and because his or her pain body asks for it, I don't. And it's so funny. Many people, especially in my country, have opinions that I don't agree with. I believe something else for now. This is what it is. And some people are unconscious, I don't argue with them.
Mm.
It's I will share. This is so weird, but I will share. I love my father. Like really, like if I say like three people that I love the most in my life, and I have big family, my father will be top two or top one. I don't know. Top two. Yes, mom, I love you too. Yeah, but she doesn't even know English. Why do I like? Yeah, but I do love my mom.
I don't know English.
She doesn't know English.
Uh,
No, but of course, my father is one of the people that I love the most in my life. But still, is I feel he's unconscious. I feel he's unconscious. He has views, political views that I understand. He is attached to them. It's part of his identity. This is why he's so eager to protect them and sometimes ignore the facts. And my brothers and some of my family members, they argue with him, and I know it just fuels him more. This is what his ego wants. And always when he talks about politics, I ignore completely. I don't want to add inch of gasoline or whatever that is to this unconsciousness. And every time in the past, every time, I promise you, Fabio, that I argue with my father, I became unconscious. I became angry.
mm.
I became like, and every time the conversation finished bad, and I always was like, why did I always talk to him? Why do I always talk to him about this stuff? Why? Blaming and everything. And I was like, no. If you argue with a person who is unconscious, you become unconscious. And if you have the truth, you don't need to argue. You don't need to tell to anyone. You have the truth. The other person doesn't want to hear your truth, okay? Your truth, okay? You have your truth. Why do you have to scream it? Why do you have to send messages? I don't send anyone messages about my views about the world or politics or whatever. I don't send anyone. I don't care. I don't talk about it. But my father is very active. Why? Why do you need to be so active with that? I ask myself. It's only the ego. It's only the attachment to the identity and its political views that gives him some meaning. I don't blame it. It's the madness of the collective. This is also
Yes.
very important. Not to attach this unconsciousness to the person. It's also temporary. It's also not who he is. It was not like this. It's only like in the last few years. So so this is very important for me. Do not argue with people who are unconscious. So when we are also in the street and a person tells me something that I really truly not believe in, and it's very hard for me, and I see the person only like, I will feel him in more even if I just argue with him, but I don't do it. I walk away. Okay, this is what you want. And by the way, most of the times, and this is I learned on my flash, really. We say it on my flash. I don't know how to translate it otherwise. When you don't argue and you just like listen to somebody and he says you some crazy things or unconscious things, sometimes by themselves, when they continue to talk and talk, they'll say, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe like on their own, So silence is also a very, very important tool for life, really. Non-resistance, not reactivity.
Yes, is the case. Is no resistance and no reactivity of the external reality.
You do it really nice, Fabio. Like nice. I mean, like for you, it's very easy. You come, you don't like something, you just go. You feel the energy is not good, you feel something is wrong, you walk. You don't even spend energy on it. I'm like, I try always be nice and make some stories or explain.
No,
You told me why. Why do you do that?
because
It's ego, no?
I don't want to suffer for this.
What do you mean?
I mean, I leave the situation because I feel it's not. I don't want to waste energy.
But I'm scared that I will offend somebody. We come to him, we ask him some questions we want to buy, and then we don't want to buy, we just want to ask, and then he already like into the mood of giving us, and you like, and then you realize this is not what you want,
Yeah.
and then you just walk.
But why you think you offend this person?
If I just walk,
Yeah.
it's a good question. No, but you say no, right? You say no, Fabio.
Yeah.
What do I think? Yeah, I always try to explain, listen, this is not what we thought, it's not sweet or it's not right or whatever. And what do I think? Yeah, you're right, Fabio. They don't I don't think they care so much. If we don't if decide not to buy from them. It's okay. Okay, bye. No, thank you. Actually, I will save them energy also.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I should improve in that. Yeah, I should improve. But sometimes I walk and I'm scared that I hurt somebody. Because I ask him some questions and yeah, but I'm working on it. Usually I'm really good in it, and I'm just like, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. So we talked about a few quotes, Fabio. What are you going to take from this episode? What is like what's one thing that you thought, wow, this is a nice reminder. I'm going to
A nice reminder is don't be attached in this present because after 1 year you forgot this. If you have some problems now, think about your future self, and your future self don't take is so easy to accept this situation. So if you have a problem now, most of this problem become invisible in after 1 year.
It's so interesting that you say that. Yeah, that we talked about it. Right, it's so true. And I reminded of Cher. You know the singer Cher? Maybe I don't know if you know. Fabio, it's a very famous singer from the old times, but she's also active now. So she has her mother told her a sentence. She always like act according to this teaching. Her mother told her, if anything happens in your life, always think if in 5 years this issue will be still important. So then you can think it's serious or not. You know what I mean? Well, maybe I mess it up, but what I'm trying to say, it's always look at a situation. You have problems right now. Will they be important in 5 years? And then you can ask yourself, yes or no. This is very easy. And this is the same as we talked about 1 year from now.
Yes.
Because if you look back in a situation, even relationships, I have to say, like 1 year ago, you think, oh my God, I was so into it. I was this and this. First, you realize the temporary of life, okay, and everything changes. but also you realize not to take life so seriously. You know,
Yes.
life is stronger than anything. And
Don't be serious. I think it is
oof, don't be serious. That's a good one. Don't be serious. Yeah, about
about everything. I think.
about everything. Do whatever you can. Yeah, put the work. If something is important for you, put the work. But don't be serious. Don't think this is everything that you are. You know. Yes. So Fabio, thank you so much for this episode, and thank you for listening. And we will